How's it going, guys? And welcome back to Off the Grid. So, first things first, I am planning to build 2 sheds today. Now, my plan is to build one sort of over here. We might need to get rid of that tree, though. But one over here and one over here is my plan. And I'm thinking maybe the same shed as what we built previously, which we'll actually head over and take a look at. So I did move the equipment out of the way so that we can sort of build there. But yeah, we'll come back and do that in a little bit. Money-wise, we're on $84,000 because I did actually sell 2 full loads of logs. So all of the logs that we processed previously, I filled up the trailer and got that sold, and then what was left was basically another full trailer. So we ended up getting quite a bit of money for that. I think all in all almost $55,000, which was fantastic. Now over here you might notice that things are a bit more, well, bare than what it used to be, because for some reason some of our trees just disappeared and I can't figure out why. I don't recall uninstalling any mods or anything, so yeah, we used to have a nice big tree over here. We used to have 2 over there on opposite sides of the road, and yeah, we had a nice little dome that you were driving through. We had one up there, and yeah, I think we had one over here as well at the end of this little field, which would have had to come down anyway because we're going to extend this field. But yeah, I don't know why our trees disappeared, but our other trees grew a little bit more. So we've got some bigger trees over here, and some of the really small ones started to grow as well. So yeah, I mean, the other big ones are still here, so I don't know why some of them just decided to disappear like that. But anyway, I have got the shed kind of filled up, which is good. We have got our pallets over here. We've got potatoes and corn, and then we've got sunflower and soybean, and then more corn and potatoes. I've got the water trailer in here, which shouldn't really be in here, and then we've got our lime, chicken feed, our seed, and fertilizer. So finally got everything out of this shed, which means we have got room for our equipment. And something else that I finally did is I stacked all of the bales nice and neatly in the corner here. So I'm gonna try and keep that nice and neat from now on. But yeah, in terms of everything that's going on there, we are going to be creating a new field today, so that's exciting. But I do think we need to take down a handful of trees still before we actually get in there, just to sort of maximize that space. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Firstly, I think we are going to head back and build those sheds real quick. So yeah, I'm thinking I want to build the same sheds as this. Probably 2 of them, because they're good sheds. They're sort of the right size for what I sort of want here, but also they're very cheap. So yeah, and we're also going to have to build a fence at some point around the yard here, because it is, well, a little bit dangerous having just an open sheer cliff like that. But yeah, anyway, that is a job for another day, but a fence would be quite handy. That is very steep indeed. Anyway, I am going to get these 2 sheds built real quick, and yeah, I was kind of thinking about putting a shed up there as well, but I don't want to block the view. I would have liked to have a sort of a drive-through shed as well for the trailers, because we have a lot of dolly trailers and they're hard to reverse, but we might have to do that somewhere else. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build these sheds real quick, sort of work on the layout, figure out what exactly I want to do, and yeah, we will be back in a second. Alright, that is the 2 sheds built, and I decided to go in a little bit of a different direction. I actually went bigger than what I was initially planning, so I didn't go for the wooden ones. I decided, well, for a little bit more money, really not much, we could go with the big sheds, and we actually had the space to do it without sort of encroaching on the yard too much, and also it leaves a nice sort of space on the end there to keep our view. So yeah, that is our 2 new sheds, and now we have actually got more shed space than what we need, to be completely honest. So yeah, the only thing that I did move from here to the other yard is the cedar, because that doesn't actually fit in any of the sheds that we have at the moment. So that's still sitting outside, but it's sitting where the gooseneck used to be. But yeah, definitely more shed space than what we can sort of use right now. But it does give us possibilities in the future. And I decided to go ahead and just build a little fence as well. So I went for sort of a log fencing because it just looks cool. It looks really nice, and it really fits with sort of the theme of our property over here. So yeah, nice old fence. Like I say, we've still got our view, and we have got more than enough shed space right now. Haven't really figured anything out with regards to trailer storage or anything yet. I was thinking about putting a little wooden shed in this little gap. I might still do that, but because we have so much shed space now, I don't think it's really necessary. But yeah, might not be necessary, but I think it'll be cool just for us to maybe park the side-by-side and the pickup truck next to the house. Basically use it as a little garage. I think it's the same sheds as what we have got over here. Yeah, I think it's the same. It's close anyway. Right, so what we need to do, I think I'll leave the side-by-side here. We are gonna fire up our fella buncher up there. So yeah, a few different names it turns out. This thing has. So fella bunch is another one that I've been notified of, and I like it. I like the name. So yeah, a tree delimber or fella buncher apparently. But yeah. Anyway, what I am kind of thinking is we need to take down maybe just a few more trees to give ourselves a bit more space. So maybe just about 3 over here, maybe 4, and then maybe another 3 over here. So we've got about 6 trees that we still need to take down. I don't think these ones on the hill here I need to take down. I already got the other one, so that's fine. Yeah, I don't think we're going to come up this high. So we're just going to take sort of one row of trees around that perimeter there, just to give ourselves a bit more space so we can move around a bit more freely. I don't think it's going to make any difference in the size of the field. It's really just for us to sort of be able to move around easily. So yeah, we are going to do that real quick. So what we'll do is we'll jump into a time lapse and we'll get this knocked out real quick. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yeah, oh my Lord, watch me sway. Darkness falls and we all pray, hoping for the light of day. Down to the river, I have held the devil's hand, felt the weight of my own sin, burdened by the heart of man. Down to the river, down to the river. Oh, bury me, carry me, oh, far beneath, oh, fire and water me, going down deep, saying, oh, bury me, carry me, oh, far beneath, oh, fire and water me, washing me clean, kerosene creek.
Alright, so that is the last of the trees taken out, and I think that is gonna work. Now, I don't really have much of a plan here. I'm basically gonna wing it as we go. I don't really know how I want to make this field, or what shape, or what size, but I guess there's only one way to figure it out, and that's to hook a plow up to the ford and get going. So I have got the logs on the trailer. So we'll slowly start filling the trailer again. Every time we fill that trailer, it's about $25,000. It's an extremely good source of an income. So yeah, pretty good. That's definitely gonna pay for our combine, which we'll be buying very soon. I keep saying that we should actually just buy one, but yeah, we don't really need it right now. So I'm not really bothered to get one immediately. Oh. Wrong direction. Right, I think we do have the weight on the back. Let's lower that down. Don't need that. And I think we'll also take the front loader off for this. Fantastic. Alright. So the plow, I finally moved over here. It was literally sitting over there, sort of in between the trees for a very, very long time now. I kind of forgot about it, if I'm completely honest. There we go. And hopefully the Ford will do okay with it, since we've given it a good service. And it'll hopefully have a bit more power. Speaking of which, is that the tractor condition? Yeah, the tractor condition is pretty good. Alright. So yeah, I don't know how far to come over this way. I mean, I guess we'll start up here, and then we'll just kind of figure it out as we go, I guess. Okay, start here. We'll go nice and close to the road, and we'll drop that down. And let's see, I might need to go to manual gearbox mode for this. Oh, we have got the little flowers and stuff that don't actually disappear when you plow. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that real quick. Alright, remedied that, so we should be good to go. Alright, so I don't want to go too far up here because we're not going to have the power. Might have gone a little bit too far already, but it seems to be coping. It's okay. Obviously want to maximize the space, but I also want it to not be too difficult to work. I mean, we could always buy a more powerful tractor, but I like the Ford, and I would kind of like to just sort of continue farming with this. Okay, not gonna go in. Well, we could probably get a bit more space in there. I think I might actually change that a little bit, go in a little bit deeper back there. Up here again, I don't want to go too far up, although we are basically at the peak, so yeah, but the tractor's actually doing a lot better with this plow than what I expected it to do. We might be able to be a bit more aggressive with the size of the field, because it is actually doing really well, surprisingly. Okay, that is a pretty good starting basic shape, but I think I do want to get a bit more space out here. Let's get the diff lock on, that should help. Alright, so if we go a little bit wider around here, there we go. Very good. Alright, that gives us a very nice basic shape. So now it's basically just filling in the rest. So yeah, this is probably going to take a minute. It is a relatively big field. I think we might actually end up with our biggest field yet over here, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means quite a bit of work, especially with a small plow and a small tractor. But it should be fine. It's fun to do anyway. I do enjoy plowing quite a bit. It's very satisfying indeed, and also feels like you're sort of creating something. Oh, the tractor's just not quite happy, but we'll get there. Come on, you can do it. It's not gearing down, and I'm not in manual gearbox mode at the moment. Maybe I should force a gear. There we go. All right. But yeah, with plowing it just feels like you're sort of creating something that will hopefully sort of blossom into something like profitable, I guess. But yeah, just very satisfying. Like I say, it kind of feels like you're just sort of moving in the right direction. See, there's a bit of flowers and stuff that needs cleaning up back there, so we'll do that in a minute. But we are going to jump into a real quick time lapse and we'll get the rest of this knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, so that is job done, and that is a very good size field. I do think it's bigger than the one that we have down here. And the Ford did incredibly well. I put it into manual gearbox mode and just had it first gear, high range, and it was perfect. It did very, very well indeed. Yeah, look at that. That is going to be a really nice field. Maybe a little bit hard to work, but I think it's going to look really cool as well. So yeah, very, very happy with how all of that came out. So next thing is going to be lime spreading on this field and maybe fertilizer before seeding. I guess we could do... oh, well, we're going to do fertilizer while seeding, so we don't actually have to do that. So, yeah, lime spreading, and then we should be ready to go. We'll do fertilizer while seeding, and then after the first growth stage, we can do a bit more fertilizer, and it'll be good to go. So yeah, not a lot of work, and we'll have crop in this field in no time at all. But yeah, pretty cool. Now, my plan is to maybe at some point make another field back here, because there's a bit of a bowl here. You can make a really nice big field in here as well. I was also thinking maybe we could clear out this area and put a cow shed or something in here, and we can maybe have cows, because we are making quite a lot of silage and we are going to have quite a few fields here, which means we should be able to grow enough food for cows, because we've got enough grass field for silage, and then we'll have wheat, so we'll have straw, and then obviously with the grass we'll have hay as well, which is everything that we need. And then we can use the manure off of the cows for the fields as well as the little greenhouse. So, yeah, definitely an idea, and maybe a better idea than just... Whoop, nearly climbed a tree there. Or maybe a better idea than just another field. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that idea. We could always make that another field if we feel that we need another one. And we could probably build a cow pen up here somewhere, because there's quite a bit of flat ground over here as well. So that is an option as well. Have cows up here and a field down there with a road that maybe runs up the side here. Probably, I would say through here, because it sort of levels out relatively smoothly if we have a road maybe sort of coming down here and linking up down here maybe. That's a possibility. Have a junction here, and that'll run all the way around up the hill to a cow pen up on that hill, and then another field in the back of that bull there. So this is all possibilities. I don't know if it's good ideas, but they're ideas anyway. But we'll see how everything develops anyway. But yeah, I think we will leave it there for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.